Yay!
To the Northwest Blend Studios. All right.
We need a banner.
We do need a banner of some sort. Well, how was your coffee this morning?
It's great, man.
Yeah, you're getting through it.
It's the second cup of coffee I've had since my surgery. And the first cup of coffee I had was Northwest Blends Guatemalan, and I didn't taste any chocolate.
You didn't?
I did not.
It depends on how you brew it.
In a Keurig?
Yeah. Yep, in a Keurig. You're not going to taste it. You really kind of have to brew it like a traditional way to get those flavor tones.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Nah, dog.
Yeah,
so I'm supposed to get a hot plate and a French press?
Yeah.
And be like one of those hipster D-bags?
Yeah. You saw how I made this. That's...
It's not a hot plate and a French press.
No, it's like one, though. No, that's an espresso. You have...
Your contraption is, like, quite complicated.
It's not. Look,
Not
I use
down
my
for
wife's Keurig for hot water. Right? Turn it on, it shits out hot water.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't use a Keurig for anything other than just instant hot water.
It also shits out hot coffee.
But you've already expressed why you wouldn't want to use a Keurig. Because you don't taste those notes that are in the coffee.
I tasted everything else, just not the chocolate.
Okay, well, and taste may vary, I guess. But and then I put 2 espresso shots in there. So you have an Americano. It's nice. It's good.
It's very good.
All right. Quit knocking on our sponsors.
I'm not knocking on our sponsors.
Well,
It's delicious coffee.
They're great. We love them. All right. So we didn't get to it in the first segment. The first segment was, hey, how's your surgery and what's going on? But the whole topic was supposed to be a boot for our Canadian friends. I'm bilingual. It's supposed to be a boot.
You're Canadian.
I'm not. My brother.
Canadian heritage and family members.
My half brother is Canadian.
What's that, a boot?
Right. So he's, different dads.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to show my bilingual, and my love for the North.
You did very well.
Thanks. So, supposed to be about drugs that are, what do we call it? Ancient drugs, or just drugs that are used in rituals that aren't very common.
Sure.
Right? I mean, that's what I thought it was.
No, we were talking about that. Like, I was talking about, like, drugs for spiritual growth.
Oh,
the
okay.
other day.
Yeah.
And that kind of ties into what you're saying.
So if
like
you do drugs for
roots.
spiritual growth, go ahead and slap like right now and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. We are close to that 5-6 million subscriber thing. We're at 10. So we're on our way up there. That would help. We're just a few subs away. So both you guys listening, if you haven't subbed already, go ahead and sub. Slap
Mash
like.
it.
Slap like. I'm going to sample that. Slap like.
You do that.
Okay. That's my new thing. What was your first drug? Henbane was my first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine is a tried and true tradition and quite amazing from stories. Ayahuasca. Also known as Yage.
Oh, Yage.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. So do tell more, Jason.
All right. So ayahuasca is like a Peruvian drug tea that is supposed to have like all kinds of beneficial effects, like can cure addiction and cancer.
Wow.
It's very illegal in the United States.
No money to be made?
Oh, there would be money to be made, but it has DMT.
Oh.
DMT is bad. DMT is not bueno in the United States.
It's not good.
No. And the reason why is because you trip balls.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, for like days. You like start sipping on this tea that they make
right
out of it, and you were just gone. You were checked out from reality for like days. But so, people come like to places where it is legal.
Right.
They pay a pretty hefty penny to be guided by a shaman.
Oh.
That's what
you have to be guided?
Well, yeah, because have you ever like seen somebody tripping?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's nobody there to guide you on an intense trip where you are definitely detached from reality, that it could go very badly.
Really?
Real quick.
So It has that ability to take you somewhere else, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that's why there's like guided experiences. That's why there's.
So
a
does
lot
he
of-
talk to you and now you're in a fluffy field of bunnies?
I don't know, like
Or does he
all
keep
the
you-
documentaries that I've seen and all the dramatizations on television that
Right,
I've seen.
right.
It's almost like enhanced babysitting. Just like making sure you don't do anything crazy and
Oh, I see.
hurt somebody else.
They put
or
all the
hurt
sharp
yourself.
objects away
Yeah.
and okay.
And apparently, when people do ayahuasca, they end up like all getting weird with each other.
Really?
Real weird.
like,
Yeah.
like, let's take our pants off weird?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you go to Peru, and this is like part of their tourist trade. Is they want to make sure that you're not like hurting yourself and you're not in a place where you could get hurt, so
Right.
they make sure you're in a safe place and you have an experienced shaman to guide you, and like if you have questions you can ask the shaman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Huh. That's, and so this is supposed to help you spiritually. So when you come down from it, you have questions answered, or you feel better or closer to.
Think of it like therapy without the therapist. So like a lot of people end up confronting like their trauma in the past and stuff like that.
So do they start freaking out about that? Like, no, daddy, no.
Probably.
Yeah. Huh.
But I mean, a lot of people say it's beneficial, but other people have experienced like really bad trips and experiences, and it's kind of like meth a little bit, where you don't sleep and it ups your blood pressure,
Oh.
so there could be medical ramifications.
Oh, I see. And where does this drug come from? Do they describe?
It's a plant in Peru.
Most drugs come from plants.
Yeah, it's a plant in Peru.
Okay. I mean,
They don't. I've never really figured out where it really comes from.
okay.
So it looks like sticks. It looks like roots,
okay.
and they put it in. They put it in with some leaves and a pot of water,
Okay.
and just
And they just cook it down and let it steep,
Yeah.
and then you just drink that.
Yeah.
And you probably drink it from some cool bowl carved out of a stone or
or
something.
just a goddamn cup,
A cup.
and you get fucked up.
Well, I'm just trying to make this more, authentic.
Yeah,
so-
but the whole thing is like, okay, so they I don't know if they check, but it seems like they kind of ask questions.
Yeah.
Like, hey, are you on anything like Prozac? Because apparently if you're on Prozac and you drink it, you die.
Oh,
You just straight die.
so don't lie on that question.
Right. And
So when you're in the lobby filling out your questionnaire, don't lie.
yeah. And it always induces nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and hot and cold flashes.
Anal seepage.
Yeah.
All
it's-
that fun
it's
stuff.
like peyote on crack.
Oh, jeez.
And so
So ayahuasca, what is it?
ayahuasca.
Oh, ayahuasca. So if anybody out there has any experience on the ayahuasca trail, slap like now,
Yeah.
subscribe, and then go ahead and comment and tell us your story. We'd like to hear if you have any of that
Yeah, 'cause
or any of the coming drugs that we're going to talk about.
I've been to Peru a couple times, but I've never had the pleasure of taking ayahuasca,
Okay.
and I've wanted to.
I've never been to Peru.
Oh, it's fun.
I've been to Iowa.
So I went to Peru and I was going to take ayahuasca, and I decided to just drop acid and hang
Okay.
out with llamas and alpacas for like 2 days.
Okay.
I was up.
I bet. No, we have to already hit the explicit button, so just go ahead and say it.
I was really fucked up.
Yeah, there you go. So, wow.
Their
Huh.
acid's really good in Peru, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff. Is it natural or is it synthetic?
No, it's LSD, man. It comes on little strips of paper. Like, you can buy a lot of cool stuff in Peru.
I bet. Peruvian coffee is really good too.
Yeah, it is.
Just throwing that out there.
But not as good as their acid.
Yep. Okay. Well, I haven't tried that. So maybe we'll put that on the bucket list and go from there. I don't know.
So what's your drug choice?
So the one I was looking at was henbane, and I went back into the Roman Empire days, and it's just
that sounds like something you wear on your shin to keep the chickens away, like a raggedy looking herb that you put like pinned to your pants to keep the chickens from attacking you.
Yeah, henbane. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's like wolfbane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for hens?
But for hens, yeah. Little chickens, yeah. So they're trying to, what I saw on it, it's from ancient ruins and stuff like this, and they've, from whatever texts were available back then and stuff like that, I think they were just on 3G anyway. So it was, it's more of a hallucinogenic, and it was known as a magical herb, right? Like it was magical, but you would hallucinate on it. And it was, I guess, closely used with or around, what was that stuff? Night something. I can't remember the name of it.
Deadly nightshade.
Yeah, that's it. Nightshade. So nightshade was also taken, it would do hallucinogenics, you would see things, and so it was somewhat.
But that's like a poison, dude.
It is a poison, and it stated, if not taken in the right dosage, very deadly.
Yuck.
We are not condoning that you go out and get some nightshade and take it,
or henbane,
or
ayahuasca,
None of it. Don't do it.
We're in no way, shape, or form promoting this kind of behavior.
We are not. That's our disclaimer. Yep. And if you do, go ahead and comment down below and make sure you like. Sure. So we're close to that 6 million sub mark. But it was interesting because they didn't really tie it to religious things. It was more of like, hey, you want to go out and get some henbane and party tonight? So
it's like Roman weed?
I guess it was like Roman weed. But hemp was also popular back then too, it said. So hemp, weed, they probably smoked that too.
Dude, people have been smoking weed since they first figured out that it gets you high.
Right. I can imagine. I mean, it doesn't matter where you are, life is stressful.
Right.
Unless you have $1 bazillion, and then you can just, money takes away stress. For the most part.
Yeah.
I don't know. I tell you what. Let's do an experiment.
What?
Everybody listening right now, send us some money. When we get $1 billion, I'm going to find out just how stressful life is. And I'll do a full podcast at 5 million subs and $1 billion.
Well, it can't be that stressful since Jeff Bezos felt the need to create a rocket ship that looked like a wiener.
Well, a wiener rocket.
Wiener rocket.
But so that was what I found were those two drugs to start off with, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And as I read on and learned more, it was more of just a party thing, and then occasionally like, oh yeah, I stubbed my toe. Oh, here, have some henbane. It'll be all right.
Well, how do you take henbane? Do you like chew it? Do you snort it?
This was a drink, it said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you snort it?
No, it was a drink.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to snort liquids. Jason.
You can, though.
It's not advisable.
Okay.
That's part of your breathing, and so if you get it in your lungs, you drowned.
All right.
Or drown. I always put a D on it. Drowned. You drown.
So you make like a tea out of it and you drink it?
That's from what I understood. And it had something to do with like a wine. Okay. It was the consistency or color of a wine, and it was similar to that. So more like a wine.
Where do you get this?
It's CVS.
No, the henbane. Where did the Romans get it?
They grew it.
Oh.
They grew the nightshade, night train.
Right next to their basil and oregano?
Yes, that was it. It's like,
we're going to make a pizza tonight. Don't pick the henbane, hoss.
Woo! But there wasn't a lot on it. It was just kind of that information that I gave you. Yeah. So I don't know if you can buy henbane seeds and grow it yourself or how that works.
You probably go to one of those hippie stores and buy henbane.
But it's probably dried out and weird, and I don't know. Let's go find a hippie store and find out. Do you know any hippies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. We got a bunch of hippie friends too.
I do.
And bless their hearts. That's what I can say.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So we are back on our schedule. So we will be right back after this. What do you call it? Break from nwblends.com.
Break.
Hey folks, Randy here with the great podcast. Hey, I want to tell you about our sponsor, nwblends.com. nwblends.com is serving the best coffee available today. You're absolutely going to love it. You can get single origin, or you can get coffee that's been blended. Different beans from around the world coming together to form the best cup of coffee and the best coffee experience you can have. This stuff is fantastic. Jason and I drink it every morning before our podcast, and it fuels our day. It helps us go, and we love it. This coffee is fantastic. Go to nwblends.com and choose the coffee that's right for you. There's medium roast, there's medium dark, there's dark roast, there's something for everybody there. And these guys are always expanding, looking for more and new coffees for you. It's absolutely the best. Give them a try, nwblends.com. And when you're ready to buy, use GREAT in the promo code for 15% off your order. That's a great deal. nwblends.com, folks. You're absolutely going to love it. Give them a try and tell them that the guys from the Great Podcast sent you.